Professor Bafo Agyeman-Duah Atenase co-founder for CDD na oyo nozo ye cheni wa kira de ache ye pa ma papa ache na memba no akwaba papa baje
mejo suminia so na me da se send so wa from aba ufie
and now you nkomo wa ho so na ene de wa bemu wa ha me da se ye to nsa from waba ye ni so
asidenim kra amadwuma na bi ne ye no
na oda so try de no Legon
oh Debbie my retired from teaching long ago.
Okay,
say me feel answer na me kote me name madam fo jima e kote CDD am feel call UN ti me retiree
this is the ofie ahomeji
oh but yeah juma that's what I call juma kakra
I see CDD what to say
onyame adom bibia e boko me no bio so de onim no
yes I know
but me were board no so nti ho an makohwe o kakra bibia e koso kama
yede nyame ase official bounce
oh afisi say na yetinkom
amen
na ye disa nkomo ya
amen na
ho ahoto abakakra
amen
na ahoto abakakra
they dey ahoto no prof
sa no obi aka mo MC nyina ye hunu se enye yi papa nso oja ye bompa ye se no manye ye mai
ma ye nhase ye free enkomo a wotie bia me de se Uro studio na meni Rat Thomas Anaba edi nkomo Nagrat National Vice President yes yen educational system no prof mo na mo akira de e system ni mo ache what they compare to other countries Europe and near America near there system ben pa na pese design because looks as if say aban bia ba or when the focus na ama educational system no e shaky enye stable
asema wo ka twa to na me so mu kane say aban bia ba na omo asesa ne ma na ye ne pe ya de a high oman koso papa hwe education any the key to development you prepare and code adwene for future leadership and everything else that they will do into education there yemfa ento form nanso yemman mu ha no MC politicians no mo hunu sa if you say politics aye na it seems say obi ba ban mu a opeso trese ebia sabi onmunyansa chan aban na atwemu ananso se so mo wa aban mu na se bibia yentimi broni beka se yenye ne inclusive yen consult around all stakeholders yenye obi adwene so party wo ye de to nche ade a national policy enim se hia no nye nipa ba akofo na party ba akon eno oye oso ju obi adwene na odi ahihye nti se oye ne sa na se bi ye ukura fra ban mu a foforo beba no obehunu sa de we meka ho bi ne ahihye ti se bi odi nsa kura ekoka obadwene ho kakra na nso se de esiko no e free na panyinikufo abenso obaye oye nse SHS ye besan kakra in fact opekra ko history a champion style and as a concept of senior high school nearby champion time na PNDC time de me man huni soldier for no omoye mai no kore man huni omoye mai na o man panyiku fo ba no odensisan bi bai o free ho atamils bai a o si da bi mfiem emiens enan amode ama no ye mpe de be ko mfiem yensa after said previous government why yes steady why one man for research who say near the corner ye na sell me di kai no na chese bia omo hyeche saa de no other parties no engage extensively for them to also own the policy tomba no be sano so ye bia free at mills ba mahama and aba nso aba and also de eniwa yaba sa debate na one Mr. Anabaye if we say semester system no any idea what a man be brave on say education minister Dr. Brichum so no and Pachu Aduchum no on say American school or ye mu panyini pa or chirade ho from elementary school to also or bimo mu na sa adwene na aba na again senior nat na nagrati for kan ebia omo enhyehyeye eba so no yeah extensive consultation for inclusion.
Okay.
Even though GES for say omaye. But what said the teacher for no so yeah kind asem as if say na omunim se bibi sa akreba. Omunim so bi oman nyante ase papa. And then so akofa sa monchimon kan we aba.
Okay.
Timidie de hia me pa ne say. Sa ban bia wo so we bibi national policy a. Emfa nche wo nko abo say MPP or NDC name cross the board consultations. National consultations. Near we are nyina hia Agyeatum says this is a national policy. We are launching it this day. Tinen this phone say omoka ho ne ye. Na se beba se ye beto nsa afre na se party bi ama anase bibisa de enu a different story.
Okay.
So entino the American say see a problem about between Nagrad and GS. Very, very unfortunate. It shouldn't have happened. Because yes, I know schools and some no. Yeah, the football, political football, and it's a basa.
Prof, but they're very concerned. BM no, yes, OSHA structure no. You be a school, you do bro, you see a from you know. Calendar na nkasana, SSA addition for no any teachers ni follow no a delay. Academic year and kayenim se start August September. Say one more trace because of COVID-19, you know, ababeye a year long. Say academic calendar no starting from January. January noendre ya no ana public schools no basic level one be no semester basis na shase because ministry ni GS insusu mu no one roll out anisa. Now in the absence of further consultation ye ade no sa ye tugu musa no. How do we ensure say we are getting results even for the things that you're implementing?
And so I'll use the word consultation. Without further consultation, you know saying. So I have now kind of me fancy a fundamental in my conversations with you.
Okay.
To what extent do we consult? And no, and them say you too sinkakra.
Okay.
So now no say school calendar no the past year or two no assessing free COVID.
Yeah.
We say Uganda for almost 2 years because of COVID. Now we are no be just about a week or so ago. Uganda and a few other countries, even US, one more opening no a year basa. I feel now almost so etutum. And to when you are idea in him. Ti again the how many say and yen no one because I didn't yes no.
Okay.
Senka if that standing consultative process no wha. Nkem no mo sa ade no send your COVID AC ya didn't be a intimi start school year in January blah blah blah. And canati for teacher for be any. Into beka nya fe no be ka say ayenti ase and na media na minim ni ade. Intermediate still communication and consultations, you know. I think we are falling short of that. And no ne conference be breba. And I'm so meet me so akase. I thought that's why consultations, you know, they go on. Ne bi omo ya conclusion papa bi ama.
Okay.
Na stakeholders no bi akọ baby. Ti ho na GS so announce bibi as if say
omo agiatu.
So, it's in the problem of communication.
Okay.
Because Mintias say employer, GES, Minister of Education, will lead the educational reforms. Employee, teachers, and one form, and yetua utuomoka, some implementing reform.
Yeah.
Now said there be implementation, no, a beko ye no, and here say teachers, any employers, no, tembia or margin ko bakum.
Okay.
Said there be a teaching and learning process, no. And yet affected. Na bibi akoso ye. Intermediate. They said the more DNA nko.
Okay.
If you know, I was say Dr. Duchum. Or a good man, so do be any mono. Or very highly committed and dedicated to the task. Or you will be passionate about education because that has been his life all along. And to build consensus be with the key stakeholders.
Okay.
Regular meetings. We have minister. Utun sa frese na graduate mumra ye be senshem obi abeba. Now on team build one more support behind him.
Okay.
Because one more there no. So man ye behind the reforms now.
Ebe hajene.
Intimate do chim so modern.
Prof, on that same I don't know of other countries though, but when him say who experience with this, a banner a kwanya ye first why implementing it. For instance, ministry ni GS with a semester system, ye nim sen kan kwala ne ko 3 terms. First term with a tri-semester, no, or first term to third term.
Exactly.
They are promote you.
Exactly.
Now we are coming into a new system. And Kwalani Beko school for 6 months.
Exactly.
Now, about a month. No more. Now, from the basic level, this idea no shas no. And more friend or capacity, what mobile me the absorb it and yama.
Matis argument, we say, Senato, some point from back one make the same arguments and only capacity to absorb and your lecture, a play learning, what can be bisa according to UNESCO be some be bro. And no say. Sabi akoda wadi 2 years because say the kindergarten they are incorporated into the basic school.
Yeah.
Into no oye bibia they have to be considered. 2. Into the question is zankoda no ombetimi absorb certain knowledge bia teachers so modema won. Na dey toss me no the method of teaching no can it be the same? And also muso antibia method no any different. And when I say na grata na say na panika say no omo it should be play learning. In other words, what toys so way. Now that's what they do in the kindergarten.
Yes.
No cry and confusion crabs when mama. Ghana have kindergarten school for me cry akoda cry.
Kindergarten
in the 50s in cry those kindergarten there. And yeah na adnigu ye. And I could di private sector in some more kindergarten. Yes, I be. And who nyansa ho. And to me, nim say no crese. GS say. Yemfa lecture and kindergarten na dia na sentesa. Menti bibisa. Nemom teachers in their complaints say method no lecture na nye lecture. And assuming say GS omo seasoned teachers experience omo lead no. Womu nim nyansa say sebe in kindergarten nye lecture na de chomadi.
Yeah.
And as I did insist and say the teachers should use the lecture method. That would be insane. And to me, I thought that would hear public comments now.
Okay.
Yeah, now we need baby no kunida. They all complain or can no cry no can. And that's what to Steve BB to make his case look good. Because the Ghana no, unfortunately, be better in the public domain. People take sides.
Yeah.
Rightly only. Yamikra mwana acquire political. Enti aye hu no kra dem eni ade ba ko a ayeman pa you hu ba bia no kra ne da ne ba sa ne se abankro wa adwempa bi se ode ye bibia na sebe ye de na no akosi ba bi enti all I'm saying is minim no kra wom na certainly I cannot believe say these experienced administrators at GS and Ministry of Education can say kindergarten for the same method they chere JSS and it's ridiculous. It can happen. Oh, intermediate. Ye man no crony nadi.
Okay.
Na say we are kweka say ministry say yes anetia. No achem say hello. Madam for yes anetia. Na sabi ye nyem koda na sabi ye administer the educational reform. So na obi atiase. Enti still now I'm still coming back to the problem of communication between the ministry or government in this case and the stakeholders. That for me is lacking.
Okay.
That to be more.
Now, yeah, can say teachers now also complaining. Say even textbooks say my for the past 2 to 3 years, Naka, a designing new curriculum. You can see if so the trade up to now. I buy intimate supply textbooks to the public schools. A banisa na additional any additional. Yeah, then
we dey no pan komo ofitiasi esa me teacher ni na asa me education enya dia madwendwen ho na kasma no beto mu kakra nka obusam kakra brank ya atwenya wo so dia
because of experience
and he say adesua ni adekire say textbook ni ho a they don't help.
Okay.
So na the okan e be mfie mienu ni na sa textbook hu no man ebeye basa maye yes local publishers be all kinds of things terribly bad. We shouldn't go that way. So and then the cry no nyame ada roma nyame ncha de technologies are bay Textbooks they can computerize them.
Okay.
Next, our bank cracker say it be a tablet. May provide tablets for Nkodei in the meantime, and as part of the learning tools. Then you can put all the textbooks on tablet. The Colabia book on a tablet. Send you no phone cry. Would more say we send the letters. We read the newspapers. We be our phone.
Yeah.
Now textbook, what is it for? It's for reading. So the question is, are textbooks the only medium today of reading? No. It is a textbook. So can't we think quickly and replace it with something else? That's just a question I'm raising. And that textbooks are Ankasano. And Kanena Ghana Publishing House in Kwani, this are they say private publishers be braba. As you say, Ghana cry church books. They have their way of getting their books published and on. And yet they be a rocket science. And it is a textbooks is one year my actual. Not just I say the final point I'll make on that is not the textbook per se that is critical.
Okay.
It's the content of the textbook. Ya de try actually man nyina. Ade ba kon ha me say content no focus on course kese. Say be yankoda ne empan for kra bi a yenhunu ade bi yentem bi ase ye behavior say. Say edam bebo efifia na bia.
Ye bodam free.
And koda titi omo no. And education, yes, sanitation is a problem.
Yeah.
Me call America first time, me call 1977. Now host family be over farm or they make call school Ohio University, driving from Cincinnati to Ohio to Athens.
Okay.
You me tell no more no catch me say, look, before you see the basket there, Sartem no crano. So ubika a basket to a Ghanaian. You imagine bibia ya weave.
Yeah.
That's our concept of
container.
Exactly. And that's how cover plastic be say a basket. Unza wajuru cry and right. Anyway. Also you see the basket. Because here kono what to toss some candies, ni cookies I can eat anytime. No so did ya fato. Sa basket.
Rappers no.
Yes, now we keep our country clean. This is what this man, Barbara Airbach, 1977, August, or catch me. So, now, you see how we now, so now, who notice signs.
Yeah.
It's easy, who say, no littering. A fine of $500 imposed. It's equal. Now, I'm saying, hey, the papa catch me.
Yeah, no,
that was what he meant. Because all could drop beer, you'll be fined $500. They told me, you know. That is around daycare. Now me call on me how they bring up these children.
Wow.
Kindergarten a 1 year sanitation. Into coffee, I tell your dad, you don't put this here, you don't do this here. Nina. Oh, every quadamu. And this anti-tiana de mawomon, and as will be ninia or talk sachet water on non trenching on phantom form. So, this anti-tiana values beer. And me also make us a content of that curriculum more important to me than the mere fact of publishing textbooks. Now, what's your educational system now? You wonder what values are we promoting? And your data man's value system bang. Thank you. In the area of sanitation. He say, Akoda Kra no, none the parents yet ne sorry. A sorry indoctrination is Abagana. You see, I'm a Christian, but the way I'm sorry, I penetrate the very psyche of all of us. You know, I can't be that. Yeah, money. And think Kodano crown idea or some catch we don't know. And most of these so-called, excuse my language, so-called pastors or whatever, they are scoundrels. Oh, and you know, I'm saying education. I was thinking, you really won't say. We the anya hwene enkodai ye be church o madepa value be here as a nation, as a people.
Yeah.
No nation survive without certain core values. You can say culture, but within the culture there are certain core values. Yeah, dear tetimre ne bi say respect for the elderly, and all the kinds of things we did. And nobody say what are the values of Ghanaian. I don't know how to tell you. Is it funeral? so be where ye ko bobisia near ye kakraka near kototo look at this, that's the value that you are promoting. Say anyway, enti educational system no e idea o say ye ni bre ho na minister reforms or dey ba no ye mfa focus no kakra nko values I was here promote to make our people more for the society.
Very well, but that's it. And many Professor Prof Agyeman-Duah and Aidin Komo, co-founder Edema CDD. It is only 55 minutes after 10 a.m. Pacho, my messages, you know, Embra numbers, no, 0550-596-929, 0550-596-929, and no any numbers, no, and Oko Facebook on Twitter, you're streaming live on Kessben 92.9, and to ubetimi ede messages, no, ede afaho ede aba. Me did the Kwame appear. Could be Kessben can wujumedie so and I will go so wotie no enti wo do consensus ne ba ye beje na yakinkai question bia so apese obisa prof bia no fabra ye be bisa prof na afei na dwen kire wo ho no watimi ade aman prof ye for education no na ye mra national issues eboda on ye nyina no ye interest enrechi adwoada ba besi enne wuku adai akoye zembebre say ye emrantie nan a wo mo ya asrafo e dey free speaker of parliament the security attachment mu akwakoye nsmp mama nti o sa nkombo ye because me nim say wati bebre na no
menu de dikai no me yakra sa asemu I national issue ya betra radio so
yeah
the time man enke a simple matter na say no Ghana it should be a baby and also a political football. So Black Star for the Eddie Nubio, so Komoro for Star Nubio. I don't know. Bebe national, a football, political football. So ask them you, our major parties and some of that Ghana so ye pesi somuno. Ye don't check any whole press conferences.
Yeah.
What is the issue? Speaker, or say ni security guard no. A soldier for now be where the man best afini. And a military for now will draw these people. Meanwhile, no, you beef no security with police and all that. This is the issue. Where are there also political parties? Yeah, whole press conference. Now you make you wild allegations. You'll be see a triple speaker naked. Or you say naked say. Sure. Sir. Guards, security guards are say organ.
Yeah.
Mean the my opinion about status symbol. Status symbol in the sense is say obi a face or a big manner. Also nya prosini, onya edinachi. Sana beye.
And so by obi anka.
Oh. Adan. Say ya kasi mo obi security guard. Efiti ade baako.
Okay.
Bruni say threats. Ya hu say security officials appear could be wako can say obi so onyo obeku obi says that is the threat. Based on that, you know, the security agencies would decide what form of response will that be. So and in the speaker ni security here there should be what Prof say threat assessment. That's what we wie news threat next one now say you go beyond police na soldier for neighbor. Yeah, it me basa e kase soldier ni mebo.
Okay.
A year ago, in some see parliament, you know. Who's a soldier for call? There were parliamentarians who did matem and Kiakobo blows cry. Yang we felt offended. Say our sacred democratic institution. Now a soldier for Ashisha should be crook to a debao. Not just a old Monday and cool time. Obi ampe ku bia wa Ghana and a soldier for sabe mo de motu abe baba nti obi a condemn that day na numu name say mete say speaker or throw letter come whoever
the chief of army staff
say ohia military. Why did he do that? Did he feel say the security no about so serious say soldier for mama we need peace? Because from the history no previous speaker has gotten military guard. Now, fortunately for me, I have known all of them not thoroughly. DF Annan, the most, oh my goodness, Papandi so and sorry. On was shared that boy, shepherd from military route to civilian or your first speaker.
Okay.
2 terms under Rawlings. Papa, almost a bit. And no from MPP by Peter Lajete. Almost a bit. Peter Lajete, me yet Saturday OCDD. You call her trying to help with certain no maybe. So you go there, a be our kwana prosini back with ho. So or free was such a huge buy. We didn't see that. Such a huge from a woman, Justice Bamford by. Yeah, you know, and Abba Michael Quay by one be. But back when their office be a security threat. Now I'm hoping so they request no call, you know. Officials assessed the need for it. If they are not answers, into quickly and I'm going to call ya. Then you the backlash. Okay. Because more assessment, I'm cast ABI, honorable speaker. Your assessment, you know, you don't need to go that high. Because maybe we're supposed to military to civilian, you know, you are creating some problem. So now medium name say ne say make us sister symbol. They say nye the entire microphone so any ho say omuyi omo. Because there are some other civilian employees bia. Omo kan soldier for edi omo. Me obi am parasem Jane Mensa. Ono dia sese election ho na ehu aba. Na dia soldier for call. Nka wo se wie na ye omo.
Ono kra ne de ye beba ho prof na because ono ne de no or your police armored vehicle.
Whatever it is. Yes. We see we are trying to militarize or because weaponize issues are here, sir. Okay. Issues are here. We share other countries. Because yeah, newly democratic, you know, yeah, share other practices. Share America. They have what they call Secret Service, dedicated to presidential protection. Speaker of Pelosi, on nama soldier for press for Ukraine natural. Ebia woman secret civilian because they don't want to show say security crowd no. Yeah. Pelosi, also has some Nancy, Nancy. I don't know where else. And the American say agencies near almost assessment. Near who say you are backbone in fact here bibia. It's in order. They determine the level of the threat and provide the necessary response. Okay. Whether they did or not before they send the for, I don't know. And almost what Trabasibia after 1 year, no, also almost say man for the right process. And no been a make us there was no threat assessment. They just simply responded. I feel no one who said, after all, it wasn't necessary. Okay. But the other issue, no, with this particular subject, and so and it's previous speakers, Yabo Mudene, came at a time the political party in power and were absolute majority. Yes, it was absolute majority. Correct. Now, what should the controversy surrounding the speaker back then, the election, any baby ayababe drew ya, the need assessment, any risk assessment, you know, and hope. Because Mijitumu said circumstances for his selection, you know, it was murky. You know, it's a parliamentarian so they say, oh my boxes. Professor Zuma cram fan on you. So I'm paying for more, you respect him. Anyway, my time parliament to a boxing ring. 18 them say hono, and speaker de and request call and be almost quickly. Yeah, almost the buy. But no BF said threat, you know, it was there. Now after 1 year, no, you can't tell me that the same threat level is there. Is there? Okay. And then they are tossing me, you know, police are almost a place civilian rules, you know. There were many different sections, so now no and I see BBC Nima. There was SWAT team. SWAT. This guy almost Babeka a robot. Yeah. Well built and equipped like robots. Excuse my language. So, almost me deal with terrorist unit. These are police trained. And to me, feel say military cry the almost back civilian terrain. Are you wrong? Military they are always in reserve. Say press 400 be now ye omuntimia. And yeah from military for backup. Now say the suddenly can civilian say ministers they mean say police for sorry, military for do much.
Some of them, maybe we'll have military for do much.
It's wrong. They should withdraw all those.
During the election petition, I remember Sir Attorney General or Coco to be
me who be bisa. Ebia, you see again. Maybe the situation at hand require that. Because we have intelligence units in our country. Behind their assessment, it was necessary to provide that public show. Said this man is protected as a deterrence against potential threats. That's okay. But we repair. Now, so who's after 6 months? That's a threat. No, you take the soldiers out. Oh, to me, say I'm hoping, say at some point, our chief of defense staff can tell the executive, say, look, you know our wretched history, military. Yeah, normally say, fortunately, yet me are building nice civil military relations. They say, as my by, you certain commentaries, even by parliamentarians. ABC, they don't have confidence in the military anymore. Look at this, a parliamentarian. Utimi can probably say don't have confidence in your national armed forces. Then where do you have your
believe in your
exactly? You see, people are making reckless statements every day in this country, and nobody points it out to them. National, your friend Ghana, no. You see, I don't know how we view it, but it's something that we all have a collective interest to protect. And to you're responsible person anywhere in the country. That's all make a statement. Don't make it because you are NPP or NDC. Okay. You look at the nation and how we protect it and promote its interest. So, and this is the mechanism. You see, politicians, and easy to manage them. But I think to say you radam pari or Prusi and was will be a who says Sebi. Oh, yeah, BB pay. And I say Henry Cotter or will be we need such people who can tell the executive, say, this is wrong in governance, you don't bridges to provide protection for civilians who have no threats. I have set a symbol. It is a process for class. They say, we call some districts so connect a DC bar. No process needing it. No big energy. Or ne speech I watch whether it's good or not. Or na or na as a police in or the beton horse one kind. What kind of
show off?
Show off what kind of show off is this? Well, I'm right here process for all over the place. And there's improvement in policing in the country. Maybe every year police are there to guard. That's what we need police for. And yes, a whole human being at Yetianica, you do his or a minister, and now a DC in oh, yeah, will be sir. American Crawford and my senators and all, they carry their bag. One will say, American president be a call baby. Obedient to Ukraine bag. Can you nuclear box if you don't need to go there? But no, also in speech, Ukraine or one what no kind. Obian but African leaders there. So African leaders call international meetings. Look at it. Yeah. Except you and where they don't allow it. For what? At least you can be in civilian with your arms and everything and stand at a distance and protect your president. But how the Africa there? Yes, a soldier, what dress it the official and you know because you are the president. This is the council of leadership and you ain't here my. Okay. You see, a called democracy. Let's learn the best practices. Near avoiding this kind of militarization of our civilian.
Finally, on that, the former IGP, Emma directive. I don't know, Cesar directive na year Jumadia. Commercial banks and institutions use the military and the police as a form of protection. And what more various offices are, what more transactive business. Appear to cast bullion vans here this was Ikakrano, and there's a police for the entry. The banks, commercial banks, must procure your friend is a bulletproof ones, said your baby to me about bullet vans. Now you see military giving the vans escorts. Ube say one more to pick up, Momu ye be num ensia, no mu disikanechi. Pick up Muna police with the name no mudi. Prof, in a developing country like ours, how do we ensure that you betting me a year for?
Minua, all him say and cherry Kessibiana daylight robberies be of a bullion a year. Nipa
of course, yes.
on a trigger this kind of response. On saying to use security protection, you've got to have the threat assessment.
Okay.
And the likelihood say threat and arrest based on that, security agencies will design the response. So bullion am say be a basa no ene hunu but as some will go to from IGP no correct in our modern days we don't need this kind of bullion vans. We need a new one armored. Say armored don't necessarily one armed policeman or security protection bill. That's fine. Then you stop the robbers from even penetrating your van.
Okay.
So we have to use new methods. But all the times people, security men, and I could this place. I think it's getting out of date. And I'm glad so we'll make it that point about the previous IGP. I hope the banks and the money people are taking note of that. So they abuse your military and police for things that ordinarily you don't need their personnel. Because really, say a cast a soldier near na prosini or mediba for each other. People don't calculate the cost involved.
Yeah.
A whole human being or Benjamin chain for 12 hours. Yeah, Tianica.
Yeah.
ODD and all. And to computing as a there 10,000 policemen. And now we are even over 23. As the police population ratio, no, yeah, as prescribed by the United Nations. Nese emu says speaker Diane Ken. Say no crime, but almost say over 12 police people. Me and Sans and now when fee, one me dinner cheap, one my titi office. 12 people for one person to protect one person. Now, cause a convoy, a name, a president for class. Convoys in the Dawson. Near President Nana. Convoys in the Dawson. Because anytime they are moving, they are expanding. When in petrol, V8, the capacity.
Yeah.
It is all 10 of those
following you.
Let's say you're filling in our petrol. Just calculate how much the petrol alone.
Prof. Bruce, some has a maximum of 40 to 45.
Media mean canning. Now me catch says often say 10 crown. Look at the cost involved. Until we have to find better ways of showing our power.
Okay.
And our relations with the civilian people. And yes, sir. Civilians no are not sabi I hope check ba near the blame say or card doors and the and the American is the deployment of our security personnel should be done prudently, but not for the sake of simply showing power. Why do you need 12 policemen to guard one person? Who could Dubai Accra Hospital? Matisse security count.
Oh, sir.
Oh, I say a canny. I hope say you're true, but that's what they say. You are security, you are this, you are that. Nipa 5.
Yeah.
Then we sponsor you. And no. And in fact, at the back on Yemeya, under Mahama, a beautiful hospital complex is built on the Legon campus, Ghana Medical Center. Beautiful, Israeli built. Minko inside. But from the outside, it compares to any decent hospital anywhere in the world. A right-thinking government will decide, say, we are going to make sure we equip this hospital to a level where, when the president is sick, he can comfortably go to be treated. Kessben. Where the speaker is sick, he can comfortably. And now, when me private, so you bet me we should go there. I bet me attractive West African politicians or more DFEs or home hospitals. They can come here. Now, have a medical center for the sub-region. Beautiful idea. But look, Vice President the area or call London, Speaker area or call Dubai. How much does it cost us? You to see any one person. And you know, man, the way you spend your resources, no, and young one must say, It's in because Ghana Krabia broke and Bibisa. Because we are reckless in managing and spending our resources.
But that's it. And many Professor for Agyeman-Duah na Edin Kobon. Pacho your Facebook Kessben 92.9. And uti your radio no so na waba Facebook na afe wo de comment ni na e aba. Ma me kind messages ni bia aba e wo Facebook. Eunice there is I'm watching you, Mr. Speaker. God bless you, Eunice. At saying the Honorable Abedi Ewokwada so was say in fact I am so disappointed. How can the Black Stars get us so disappointed? Get to the group stage and then be evicted out of the contest. And or they abba very, very sad situation for Ghana. And right they see, is so unfortunate. Isaac Akwa say, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Please hope you are doing well. I'm great, Isaac. Nyame ensure any message, Pacho Facebook ma yente onka o comment no uti your radio so a obetimi ahwe yen live streaming no e wo Facebook ne so na afi o comment ni nyina so wetimi ade aba. We say good morning to you, Mr. Speaker. I'm Franklin. Frankly speaking, the coach of the Black Stars should be sacked, and then I must equally applaud Professor Duah for his massive and intellectual discourse this morning. Indeed, Ghana, we are so minded with status here, status there, making the ordinary Ghanaian a vulnerable person. And no Ede Abba. When so say good morning to you, Mr. Speaker and Professor Duah. We need such persons of his caliber to handle a lot of institutions to ensure our reforms. Ghana must move forward with the right thinking persons in office. Steve SND way from Medina and also at the Aba. Amwakon at the way Abba. Or say good morning to you, Mr. Speaker, and your panelists. In fact, today's discussion is enough for every Ghanaian to rethink how we see ourselves. The status within our society is the one that is worrying us. We created them and they have now become a monster on our neck. Ghana must be transformed in terms of our structure and also a war ahandomo. That question. Good morning to you, Mr. Speaker. The Black Stars team need total overhauling because they did not and they did nothing at Cameroon. The AFCON was a total disgrace and a waste of time. In our previous games, we even fought on the pitch, which is not good for Ghana. And no Ediaba. May I say, the free buy. Thank you very much for your message. We say, I don't know why some people are blaming Anas for the abysmal performance of the Black Star. Mr. Speaker, I will indulge you to ask Professor about his comment on Ghana Black Stars and how he sees us moving forward. May that say any message, and the numbers, 055 596 929 055 596 929 and no any message WhatsApp number yede edge wo messages and to the back you can kind in no ede amount 18 minutes after 11 a.m. Pacho yanko Facebook na ye my comment any your concerns ni nyina so entimi emra Prof ewa ha ye ne no edin komo about national interest any enema ekeka aka ho nyina na the security of the Speaker of Parliament ana ye di ho enkomo no. Let's come to the aspect of corruption. Enim say CDD there Bano keta se send proya and for mu feature crowd. But mamimra ho na yeni enkomo na corruption abeya dia ama Ghanaians do na no abemu able with our governance structure and system. Benchmark here ye any E11 ni nyina for resistance. The assumption and impression are ye creating is ye tueska no kra na yenhu baby a eko yenhu baby a efa ama ye development no e kechire e de na kro no bo e wa ban mu e de ye oman yi.
Oh, many appear kubi. Asem we dia. Free to free to.
Adam Benz one na.
Free to. Oh. The kind. And I'm not making excuses.
Okay.
Corruption worldwide. Even America of all places,
corruption.
No more yeah corruption and you been in Capre into Kuya. But you face the full rigors of the law. That's the difference. To Ukwaya, Obajun home prince. So Ghana, in fact, maybe I may respect him very much. On my lecture, APSU recently, Senor. I read a piece of his stuff. And I say, under the present constitution, because of corruption,
okay, the 1992 constitution.
Yes. Meaning, say, our constitutional framework is poorly structured and designed. As a public officer, so a corrupter, it allows you to do so.
Okay.
Despite the checks and balances that we have. Kessben. But on top of that is and also the political system that we have created out of the constitution. Then the third layer, and it's our two political parties almost dominate your system. And finally, yeni ni pasa Ghana for how we think and how we act. Somehow, no, on say na you fit in also with education, I can be about core values, national values.
They're incorporated in the Bible.
Thank you. There are certain values there. We grow it from infancy. To when come. She says, corruption, no, in my view,
okay.
Obi remande me say, na say okọ hin ho a ukura snap nesika. Ansa no akọ hin ho. Ahimfun be kan kyo say ye tradition no. San ye be on be kan kire o. Say ye tradition no. But so ye ni sa na say public officers should be also ho kono ho a. It's the same thing. Because public officer, and you view him or her as a superior person
to you.
No favors. So you go to ask for favors or something else. Obianu hamatis wo kosra or hinia or dinsako me kosra nana yamfan sanko but who are sembia de koto nana anymore and by tradition custom or so dinsaka.
Okay.
I'm just trying to point all these out to show say corruption issue no. Enye dede na ye kan no. Ye hwe nia ye system ye create no.
Wow.
Ene shemu. In this year, say what kasa aban corruption and so I'm going to hold you the key big contracts in likely say they get kickbacks Agyeman-Duah and because kobusa contractor why say sa kwan we ye yemfie mienu ama na so otutu so you're honest with you obeka kire say contract na think bia overlay no menye no 6 inches
okay
by be a minister oji say akwa weji say nti media kai no na mso media kakra na dia kam dia ye kwan nti ekwa no nsuo to ana tutu.
Oh,
that is the bane of the problem. So and you know all I'm saying is that ye kan I will say tighten loopholes of constitution. I been say Yama, ye president. And I'm not talking for Kufuado.
Yeah.
I'm talking about general Obi president. Constitution has so much powers and discretion. Say, going upon Obia. So,
and Dr. Busakara Baha, naughty baby, I would say, point our boss to CCA, and one on so a boss.
And so many Komobia.
Now, the question then it's Prof. 2010, yeah, Constitutional Review Commission. Continue MD bookie constitution ye. And ye committed see a be sad no.
And only key issue. Are we committed? For civil society ne yeni asebi yeni abamudie. If he say is something we have to do. So we are committed. But we cannot initiate it. Only government can initiate. Until the Todakra parliamentarians almost ye the day. I when ye na buy. They are in a position to put pressure on the executive to do that. For being who are sabi, unya power voluntarily without any, what they know.
Okay.
A natural. Now, what is happening is the two parties, they've all built vested interest in the existing system. When you say, hey, I can't feel what you, Miss Meba.
Yeah.
Mrs. Sanwa, haven't you seen there? And then I'm maintaining here. When they are in opposition, they support decentralization, they support so many things. Once they are in power, they forget.
They keep quiet
and they resist. That's exactly the point I'm making. Obia himself constitution, a 92 constitution. Some Madam Fubibeka, it was given to us under duress. Obi Krade or say it was written under fear. Because we had the political environment at the time with the Rollins, I will be also no Ghana. I was setting up the assembly. I want to come oko. Now, fortunately, ne henchman bit me kajo na or bequan your constitution, make what the Amunian say. I will not done who yin Tarigu Sabe president. To be an himself. Constitution, even though generally it's been good because we are sustained for 30 years. Now, Sakra said, making. I don't believe truly say a sincere sustenance.
A compromise.
A compromise. A compromise. Obiam say ku yempe ya bre soldier fonti anyem yemfa no saa ne entenam. But time has come. I also review senior ubusaya. Okay.
But aban ye committed na say ye be sad because it affects him corruption and the kwan ye fa so ye ade. But the big question again no and say aban the special prosecutor office number. Esunso aso no ye feel so mine Prof.
I change. See a point ye nua no or no aka say obey something different. Nkrofobi ekeka asenka sebe ebi anye good appointment. Me kra me kan kakra ma menya backlash kakra.
I see.
I mean na me dey ane say a good person, well qualified, na momohwe ne background kakra da bia oye adwuma na wan hwa na co breed conflict of interest. E basa ontimi nye effective. Enti he's a good man. Okasa is very convincing. And I think he has the capability. He has the capacity to be a good public prosecutor. But we are waiting. We'll see about 100 or so cases be or while investigating.
Yeah.
We are waiting. They make me a can because look, in my humble view, office and relevant. In my humble view, because look, there were other agencies. Yoko, what do? We pay them, give them all the materials they need, cars, housing, or more article, whatever, 71. What do we hear from Yoko? How many people have they put them behind the bars? Yoko. Shraj there maybe are limited in a way, but still under Emil Short. Shraj was able to investigate cases involving Rawlings ministers, and those ministers were forced to resign under Emil Short. So Shraj can equally be powerful if leadership wants it to be.
Okay.
So, and the Americans say corruption. Empire na me boss. By the way, fact is corruption in every country. If leadership doesn't demonstrate, it's not the passing of laws. Under Kufo, we passed the economic financial management there. Yeah, procurement law, but no, the right response unless you say leadership demonstrate the commitment by taking decisive actions.
But I buy where you're committed, Anna.
Okay. Abaneka. And I buy so say one idea or obey Bibia but the rule of law. And Tiabasa now lawyer for some co-quaso. Ya chewa no akofebi. Infiensi and fear do near to home. Near Koba. Obetiana a fizzle up. That's the commitment we see. Enti media corruption cast across sabi my mpese me can be. If there's a commitment, Otis will be a corrupter. You call the person, put him on the side for us. In fact, without comparing presidencies, one president did that. BBC or Secotranche. Nehumunese would be the before Juma. A BSP. Na so obi akora wisdom de ama sumasi se omo hwehwem meanwhile what na adwuma How do we do
many have said that proposes yen sponsor political parties, yen sponsor or mona state, a more muska. It will limit the level at which a woman be pese ebia, woman be physical or buying footrumo. At the abom hobrani at the time I woman yet to me, and none bet me a resolve your problems here.
To some extent, but not totally. Now, all yen is also now was so shem rebia and no be political parties near no omunyebu.
Okay.
So state na sponsor. Me fan say we have free access to certain state institutions to campaign. O kosunyani akọ ebia aban will provide the facilities. Na se mrano ho say ehun so akọje ska bi more than this is why it make you. Na him for na becho. Nye politicians ya.
Yeah.
No man ma orders ya ncho. Politician or police order say beche ma wi ska di. Enti me pesa mchere say state sponsorship, I hear it a lot. Yeah. In a way, it can help mitigate it. Okay. But and also requires certain important regulations and enforcement. Because we are a party, what be pen say will be a US card party, and I will be a beche Sikase and fire. Yeah, modini. So the cofa board and a buy you, so free so as in a buy you. Come. If you are no crown, so of course, state and sponsor. That's what my your networking. Say, Omunyi Sikaya, Sana dia at advantage. No more had the other parties or the Biomuni network. And yeah, but also, yes, I now say we want to have an equal access for all the political parties and certain regulations strictly enforced.
Okay. Prof, menu baby, but menu baby, Parliament best resume on the 25th of this month. 11 home combono best baby. Blue bona one more yan son one more sorry no. The hope is that the best baby. Eddie Mavintio with 11 ho. Suggestions say buying in ano, a buying still no, it looks as if so that's regional baby ojina. The 1.75 no, and one was so a budget.
Well, aban jina babio jina free say no kreni say yesika sem no ehwan yede.
Okay.
Sa abanya sa levina at least to some extent agenda bebre almost 30 for the next 3 or 4 years no omuntimi enye. Agenda 111 at that table so.
Yeah.
Now no president call teacher for us also busy 10,000 housing for teachers. And so at the table a road see a year of roads Agyeman-Duah, ni nyina yisika. And they say to the elder rems are bank or a bruches or copebosian, why den kakra. If you see a bob besiana, a minute. So, what you said, a here now call Adam for Biso Mosca. No amount. It did Nansano Sakubio, and yet no amount. Some check or catch a baramfo. Mintimum, been a year to year, so into here internal revenue mobilization. There's no question. But the flip side of the issue is, personal life, there are two sides of economy, the expenditure side and the revenue side. The main tier, Abai is not telling us about the expenditure side. When we are faced with such critical economic situation, you look at the expenditure side and make some prune it.
Cut it cost.
Cut it. And no matter bro, buy a beer, and your agent, and your priority, and your important. Can we suspend those for the next 2 years? To give us a little bit of relief? Instead of giving ministers and other appointees vehicle and saloon and this. By the way, this is not limited to politicians. In the public sector, civil service, people head of institutions, head of tertiary institutions, they get the same V8 and saloon. If you can put clothing allowances, which the ministers get. All these expenses you have to look at. As if see a pontewa or salary, you don't have to touch it because everything else is provided. So what do we pay you? So, and what I'm saying is, facing this situation is important. Say government share expenditure side. No one started unze nkrom minim how old you are, but Kwame Nkrumah time no.
Yeah.
Ahochere ba no. And you be by no also can say work and happiness. Will be untighten the belt. Nkrumah time start here. It's in the same way, no. If we are going to tighten our belt, expenditure. Na no maybe a sebia ya yenyanim semfaso ni so no. Sika. Yenyi bin free ho. Na and reduce your expenditure no. Ebasa citizens will gladly go along with government. Na me dem say 11 say ya makwan makakra bi amade a yenyina as a nation ho be kire ba.
Interesting. Prof, me ja o ma wakodo na wakoto awadwuma so. Me so atro book bi. Me nya copy nkan ye but mate ho nkomodi nkan.
That's right.
Enti ma minti o ho. O tro ma achipo wo ho.
Man trauma no, but a fight champo.
Okay.
The life and times.
The life and times. Okay.
Yes.
But kakrabe na say ho ne de ya de copy kan.
Oh. The di kind, but I am a digital book ni say.
Okay.
Ghana, your history, na ye mindful. And ye ma nkrofobi so distort to your history.
Okay.
No man be as a one who history and nimukon ya na den kakra.
Okay.
That's the relevance of history. You learn from it to guide you
to the future.
To the future. So na osha Emra in Fiebe consumer champion travel. I too so on. Until recent, none didn't crown
yeah.
As if say he never existed as a head of state.
In fact, in Ghanaian history, the one said Adie be a very prominent ye trace it to a champion.
And yet champion me feel say Ghanaians we are hypocrites in many ways. There are certain facts about us. Bureaucrats and as leaders of education near the Adeno. For council, farmer. He say history require any school view on free social studies.
Yeah.
And the akosha and ubusan koda ya basesi no history of Ghana krana. All they can tell say ubi by near friend Kwame Nkrumah. And ubi by also DJ Rawlings. And the Abba for Republic. That's all they know. In between, ubi kra nim se buzi abi or a prime minister. And I said, Liman or a president. That's how we have distorted our history.
Wow.
Wamra Hitler, of all people, Uko Germany, they learn about him, they study about him, they study him. So, in Tinubu, make sure says our gap by history, at least between 72 79, oh dear. A important say a back Kaiser, or be a friend, a champion, he was the head of state. Now say no. And in the policies now, a papa.
Okay.
Because I mean sure. And Characra me koye meeting be Legon. You try see a bifty as a professor back me back. Also, I'm coming to thank you. I'm so for what? Also, I just read the book. Omo in charge of public policy studies at the University of Ghana. And also omo research, They have a tough time because between 72 or back to 80, they cannot identify anything public policy of worth to include in their research. But once they got the book, the vacuum was filled. To Bedamasi. And this is a true story I'm saying.
Wow.
Because Osha side period now, for better or worse, policies are papano introduced in the country. The popular one, Operation Feed Yourself.
Okay.
Through that Operation Feed Yourself, 1974-75, Ghana exported rice to neighboring countries. We were self-sufficient and beyond it, me export to it. So, can't we learn from it? He said, current government there planting for food and jobs.
Yeah.
I'm happy about it. But it reminds me of Operation Feed Yourself. But why can't we succeed? DNT, Papa no any sign on it, the end of beer, a year near the enquiry. That's what history is all about. Well, I remember bring because I make car, said Adiabesa. In the book, General Champon, The Life and Times of Ghana's Head of State. Our universities bookstores, our Kingdom bookstore, our Shell Station Airport, our baby and Tiwedia. My who propaganda
But one day to unfantry our boss see Abaye, but people are of the view, sir. The Nkrumeja or Hoda Kembrema are saying, why don't we revamp those ones? But rather, no, ye waste to do other ones ain't mean sustained.
Minya, as my boy say, we didn't say, Nkrumah dear, no, I say, we didn't be say. If you read my book, you may find reasons. When nowadays, under Rawlings, what they call the structural adjustment program. World Bank, NMR, Rawlings government, as Tuntons adding in Nigeria, say, relevant. We destroy these industries. That's one part of the story. So, now, a champion, Kumasi, or Kase will see maternity block will be 8 floors, huge structure. Or started 2002, 1976, oh baby. You too near see. Kumasi baby for G,
yeah.
Structure.
That's
I see what 40-something years.
I see.
Towards the elections, Nana Akufo-Addo call on Asante say, "I failure or be complete." I engineers a call hono. Almost say structurally no. Untimi nya ho hwe. Yisi bobu ni nyina agu. Ene asi foforo. The story should be.
Yeah, I know.
So the point is Sir factories are all can. They bro wa okasa wo ko ho a more expensive than starting a new factory.
Okay.
That's what we should know. A bini example from Diama with this hospital in Kumasi. They see or see bubu ni nyina go. And we are one of the problems I avoid in our country. Say will be started project na for bar who feel say on finance and touch it. Oh. And you know one district one factory no dear. It's one of the flagship programs of Akufo-Addo manage ho pa na media na ha me say politicians ya present bibia good sana na ya ye no bibia ma obi a face enye papa bisa. There's no way say every district in the country
will have a factory.
Enye possible because some district there's nothing there to support a factory. Our man opponents a resist issue no sa na Ewura Mahama bae also basically 200 schools in 4 years or something. Great idea. But was it possible for one government within 3 years put up 200 community schools? And yet possible. And it's me, Nana Akufo-Addo will say Agenda 111. Mr. The idea is excellent. But can you do 111 hospitals in the 3 years at a time or within 1 year? A year fast. So, until the Americans, the politicians, they come with very great ideas.
Okay.
Now, because of politics, near can be beer in the end, and now many one. To me, hey, say Nana Akufo-Addo free ho. Next year, to me, your best, even 50 factories are. It will be 50 factories that we didn't have before.
Okay.
And therefore, it's excellent. So, if we are moderate in making our presentation, I think, sir, but I support it wholeheartedly because some can any 50 to 50 year as impact. So I can say a do best 200 na bibisa. It's a project to be our support because a year Akufo-Addo no de konikro. Yeah, it's the nation and employment. Generating wealth, export to Bekoso, Isikasem Bekoso. Until we need to I'm praying says Abano cross the sun, a basis is sun. Next of Bebano, one can say Akufo-Addo na day one district, one factory benti yempe. That to be suicidal for us. Okay. Or say any citizen you was say no, you got to continue.
Prof, I don't pay my me and that was say any time they will break.